Welcome to Unseen File. In today's video, we aren't just looking at the flashy surface of an A-list star. We are exposing the truth behind the perfect trap that Yang set for himself, turning him from a beloved idol into a target of intense criticism. We have to ask, is this the end of an empire, or is it a necessary breaking point for a survival transformation he is forced to face? On the 5th of July 2023, the drama Fireworks of My Heart aired and immediately became the epicenter of a public storm. But not because of success. It was the collapse of an iconic image. Fans didn't just stop at criticizing the plot. They identified the exact chronic illness in his acting: greasy acting. Look at specific scenes to see how serious this issue is. In the firefighting scene, when he should have shown the urgency and sacrifice of a soldier, the male lead's face was full of self-satisfaction with forced smirks. He stood posing with a fire extinguisher as if he were doing a fashion magazine shoot instead of a life-or-death mission. This is not a random acting error. It is the consequence of loving oneself too much on screen. And the core question is, why would an experienced actor turn himself into a laughingstock like this, where every gesture, every smirk, and every glance is calculated to look the best rather than serving the character's true emotions? To understand why this happened, we need to look back at the moment he rose to the pinnacle of his career, because that is where the first trap was set. Everything started from the overwhelming aura of Love 020. The character Shao Nai created a standard of perfection, cold and aloof, an image that stole the hearts of millions of young fans. That is the golden cage Yang willingly stepped into. For years after that, from one project to another, people saw him repeat only one type of expression: a blank face, a slightly raised chin, and eyes always fixed on the camera, as if he knew for sure he looked handsome from that angle. The success of those idol dramas led him to mistakenly believe that the audience only needed to see him pose, not feel. He forgot that the essence of acting is the connection between people, not the arrangement of the best camera angles. When the audience became too used to seeing a beautiful face on screen, they slowly became immune to that hollow feeling, and boredom was the beginning of the end for an A-list star when times changed. The entertainment world has changed drastically, and the crisis dubbed as Grease is a painful wake-up call from reality. This term is not just a mockery. It is a verdict for the laziness in the acting mindset of traffic stars. Compare him with his contemporaries. When people started turning their backs on idol dramas, they sought out grittier works, willing to make themselves ugly, willing to shed the idol image to embody characters with deep inner lives. Yang did not. He still chose outdated romance scripts. The public backlash after the 2023 drama was a wake-up call for an obsolete professional mindset. Modern audiences are no longer lenient. They don't want to see an idol pulled from a painting. They want to see weakness, clumsiness, and flaws that represent humanity. But in Fireworks of My Heart, every detail was overly polished. The way he held the water hose, the way he looked at his co-star, all conveyed the message that he was acting for himself to watch, not living in the character. That is the grease that public opinion exposed, and it pushed his career into its most difficult turning point. Yang is facing a do-or-die game of his artistic life. He has two extreme choices. One is to continue on the traffic path, where advertising contracts still flow in despite constant doubts about his acting and his reputation being tarnished. The second is that he must commit image suicide, accepting to abandon all current glory to start from scratch. He needs ugly, even villainous roles, where he is not allowed to pose, where his appearance is not a weapon. He must learn to make himself normal, even mediocre on screen, to find authenticity again. This change is never easy, especially when he has become accustomed to being loved in perfection. But if he doesn't walk through this fire, he will soon become an antique in the entertainment museum, beautiful but completely worthless. And that is why his career is in a red alert state. we need to question the responsibility of the system behind him. Management companies created a perfect yang, and they are the ones who nurtured that excessive confidence. They fear change. They fear loss of revenue. They fear risk. That fear turned a talent into an industrial product with frozen emotions. Yang is no longer fighting netizens. He is fighting his own giant shadow, the shadow of an idol who once dominated the screen. Will he have the courage to smash that glass cage, or will he choose to settle into the fading glamour? He needs to understand that an artist's status does not lie in the number of followers, but in the weight of the roles they leave behind. If Yang cannot change, he will be the clearest proof of the ruthless elimination of the entertainment industry, where perfection turns out to be the greatest enemy of creativity. Looking deeper, we see a sad reality of the current entertainment industry, a place where social media follower counts matter more than acting skills, a place where algorithms prioritize glamour over depth. Yang has become a victim of his own success. He has been imprisoned by public expectations, those who are used to seeing him as a symbol of perfection. Whenever he wants to break through, the system pulls him back to his old position because that is where the money is. This journey is not just about him acting better, but about whether he dares to face failure to be reborn. Many say he is washed up, but I think he is in the most important purification stage. If he overcomes this boundary, he can become a real actor, recognized by talent instead of looks. But if he fails, he will forever be a forgotten pawn in his own career. The loneliness of a star when the peak begins to lower is not easy to accept, but it is a truth that everyone must face. Yang's career is not just the story of an individual, but a lesson about arrogance. When you stand at the peak for too long, you begin to lose the ability to self-critique. You begin to believe that everything you do is right. And that is the moment when the collapse begins. No one can maintain perfection forever. Perfection is a static concept, while art is constant movement. He needs to understand that the audience loves him for his talent, not for the title of idol. He needs to learn to love himself in a healthier way. Learn to listen to criticism, to change, instead of drowning in his own delusional ego. What do you think? Is this the end of an idol empire? Or is it a stepping stone for a spectacular transformation into a real actor? Leave your opinion in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to follow Unseen File, where we expose the truths the entertainment industry never wants you to see.